When it comes to fan favorite X-Men characters, Mystique always ends up on a lot of people's top 10 lists. Naturally, this is a fascinating character, and we've already seen her in live action in two completely different iterations, and it looks like Marvel Studios wants her back. So enter Hunter Schafer, who is apparently either frontrunner or has potentially been cast as Mystique. I guess it's finally time to talk about a member of the X-Men / the mutants that aren't necessarily Cyclops or Wolverine, because that's the only ones anybody ever talks about. Because today we're talking about the one and only Mystique. I don't think Mystique needs much of an introduction. She is a shape-shifting mutant who's typically more associated with the Brotherhood of Mutants and Magneto, instead of the X-Men, although depending on how you look at it and when they try to move things around, especially with Fox, she was portrayed as a little bit more heroic than she typically is in comics or cartoons or whatever else. Whatever the case is, today we are talking about Mystique, and allegedly the star that has either been offered and or is in deep talks / final talks is none other than Hunter Schafer. Most recently, I think people will recognize her from the TV series Euphoria, along with the film Cuckoo, which is on my list. Unfortunately, I haven't gotten to see it just yet. She's been around for just like a handful of years, so she's not really like the biggest name out there, but definitely somebody that's recognizable and somebody that a lot of people are saying that's a woman that's going to have a bright future ahead of her when she gets a giant role. Enter Marvel Studios doing what they try to do, and a lot of times do, which is get somebody that's coming in, that's trying to break it through, make them a name, and lock them in on that, cheap contract. Now, when we look at, what she's done, for example, and some of the elements of her acting ability. Like, she was in the most recent Hunger Games. I think it was like the prequel. I'm not really sure. I'm not really a big fan of that franchise. I only saw like the first two. But I heard that she was great. And it's been reported that she's also being sought out by like multiple other big franchises for roles. Could this mean DC or whatever Universal's doing? Do they even have a big name franchise outside of Fast and Furious? Jurassic Park, maybe, I guess, or Jurassic World. Whatever the case is, I can see why they would want her, and apparently this is a conversation that's been ongoing recently. So if they were to get her this early on, it probably means that she's going to be appearing sooner rather than later. And, the more Mystique, in my opinion, the better. Thank you for checking out that video, and thank you for your continued support. Feel free to like, share, subscribe, do whatever you will, and if you're so inclined and would like some additional content from us, which includes unfiltered content and bonus discussions, we do offer exclusively in our member section. We hope to see you there. So thank you for watching, and have a good one.